I don't know exactly why, but every year I spend a day putting up Halloween decorations. It's not a big holiday to me like it is to some others. In fact, I hate having to go to a Halloween party and having to wear a costume. Fortunately, it has not happened more than once or two times in my life. Now, as a kid, all things were different then. I liked candy just like any other kid did. And on Halloween in my neighborhood, it was, well, it was the motherlode of Halloween. I lived in a row home neighborhood. There were 44 houses on each block, counting both sides of the street. There were about 8 blocks within my normal territory that represented just one street. Then the streets, well, they went on forever on both sides of mine. So if you were fast enough and you didn't get bogged down talking with people at each stop that you made, you could cover a gazillion homes in the time usually allotted for the annual Halloween heist. I'd end up with at least 2 supermarket bags full of all kinds of stuff, from wrapped candy to homemade cupcakes, candied apples, cookies, whatever. Back then, there weren't any weirdos among your neighbors, so you trusted everything that you had, and you had no reason to question it. And all the bags I mentioned, well, they weren't today's little wimpy plastic bags. These were thick brown bags, a good 25 inches tall, or so they seemed. My parents probably hated the annual sugar hype they had to live with as I devoured the sweets of my labor. My brother and I would pour it all into whatever bowls we could reach from the kitchen cabinets. He'd have his and I'd have mine, and it was a race to the finish over the next week or so. So here I am, tons of Halloweens later, and for some unexplained compulsion, I decorate the house. On Halloween night, my wife and I, Rosemary and I, we hand out the goodies. And we have a reputation to uphold. We hand out full-sized candy bars, none of those little mini bite-sized things. If you want a Hershey bar with or without almonds, we have it. You want a Reese's Twin Pack? We have it. You want a Twix? We got it. Whatever, but it's full size. It's always fun to watch the reaction of the children when we present the bowl and tell them to take one of whatever it is they want. Well, there aren't many people in my neighborhood who decorate. There is one guy down the street who's more anal than I am. He has a fog machine. He has a video projection on his garage door. He even has a hologram projected in his trees. Each year he gets more stuff. Each year I pretty much stay the same. I mean, I've already gone overboard and enough is enough. I figured the only thing that might motivate me to become more active on Halloween, maybe even wear a mask and go knocking on doors, is if folks started giving out ice cream instead of candy. I'm Mark Kuhn. Happy Halloween.